Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Xander, Raymond Charles, and I'm really excited about making this video because one of the biggest guitar brands out there has a brand new model for us to check out. So the brand we're talking about today is Kiesel, and I always love this time of year because, like Kiesel, all of the big brands roll out their new models in January, seemingly for the NAMM show or around the NAMM time. So this is just always a fun time of year. It's like Christmas for guitar players, right? I always love making videos like this, keeping you guys up to speed, geeking out myself, and just connecting with you guys and hanging out in the form of a video. So if you want to do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me today. With that being said, let's check out the new guitar. So I was on Instagram just yesterday, as I always am, just like probably all of us are, right? And I saw Kiesel posted a brand new guitar, and the guitar is called the Arrow. And upon first glance, it's interesting looking. And interesting isn't a bad thing, it's just interesting and different. And I want to say this right now, obviously I play certain guitar brands and, I'm affiliated with certain brands and stuff, but I want to give credit where credit's due. I love that Kiesel Guitars isn't afraid to try stuff. And what I mean by that is, like, seemingly every year, every couple years, they always come out with something new, and they always have new models. And I really sincerely appreciate that and love that as a fan of guitars, because how many times have we seen companies just roll out the same model for 70, 80 years or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, since forever. Maybe not 80, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always the same thing over and over. Kiesel Guitars, whether you like them or not, I personally respect the fact that they're always trying to create new guitars for their players and for people who are interested in trying to play them and check them out. So on the Kiesel website, we have a whole blurb about the Arrow. Now, just first impressions of this, to me, this looks like a Stratocaster meets like a Dingwall bass or something like that. It's classic, and it's got some old school appointments to it, but it is certainly a modern flair. And I think it's fair to say that Kiesel Guitars is more of a modern brand, right? Like, they kind of push the envelope and are kind of like what the hip up-and-coming players are playing, and that's a compliment. And, I certainly appreciate that as a fan of guitars and checking them out, right? Like, I love the fact that they're kind of more of a modern brand and pushing guitars in terms of, like, seeing what a guitar could look like, right? Now, look at this one right here. It's a two-tone tobacco sunburst, seemingly with a tortoiseshell red pickguard, but with the aesthetic of like their Delos or like a Stratocaster, but it also kind of looks like a Dingwall bass. And the thing that's kind of the huge eye catcher for me, and I think most people would agree, is the pickguard itself. Kind of looks like the Adidas logo, kind of looks like, a hood of a car or something like that, like a muscle car or a sports car or something like that, race car. You guys know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of cool. Arrow takes the best elements of the acclaimed contemporary Kyber and the A2, but adds a unique twist of traditional inspired by the Delos. So the A2 is the Aries 2, and the Delos is like their Strat copy, or like their take on a Strat. I don't want to say copy, so let me redact that. It's not a copy, it's just their take on it, right? Okay, first we have the slotted pickguard. Exclusive to the Arrow, the slotted pickguard modernizes the classic features with a decorative slash, tying in with the model's namesake. Yes, like aerodynamics, right? Kind of like what I said, like with a car or something like that. So I don't mind the pickguard at all. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but it is cool, and I appreciate something different, like I've said. Signature Arrow headstock. Okay, they got a new headstock, and then the revamped output jack placement. A rear jack placement complements a traditional jack placement for added versatility and increased options. Full transparency, gotta be honest, I think the one in the back, for me personally, would cause nothing but problems. I mean, for example, here's my number one touring guitar, my Strat, that I'm not gentle with, and this guitar is well known at this point, and everybody knows the story with this guitar. So like the output jack being like right here wouldn't work, because look what happens to my guitar, right? So that is just my own personal take on the output jack. That doesn't mean shit, really, like that doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. It's just my opinion. Rounded horns enhance comfort and balance. 6-string configuration. All right, cool. So that lime green one right there, that looks like a Dingwall, like I'm saying. And again, that is nothing but a compliment. Being compared to a Dingwall, Dingwalls are sick, right? They're some of the coolest basses out there. So having a guitar that looks like that, I think that's a huge compliment to the aesthetic. I just clicked on it right here. It said view the specs. They're starting at $1849, which for a custom guitar is very affordable. And one thing I've always enjoyed about Kiesel guitars is they make custom shop guitars for not a lot of money, and you can get seemingly whatever you want, within a certain parameter, but color, pickups that they offer, woods, all that stuff. I think that's pretty sick, man. So that's pretty affordable. So let me build my own in real time with you guys. So the one that they're offering right here is costing $2,600. That's a pretty unique finish right there. It's like a shape shifting, color shifting white burst. Let's start from scratch. So let's check out the scale length. Okay, fender scale length, cool. Let's go with the wood. I'm gonna go mahogany body. I always seem to dig those, not for tone wood or anything like that, but just because I enjoy that. Top wood, no top wood, we don't need that. Tone wood's a myth in my opinion. Let's go with, I don't know, dude, just for the sake of this video, let's go with the Kiesel Racing Orange, okay? And let's do it Halloween burst. So black burst edges, boom, that's cool. Halloween burst, black and orange, flyers. Neck wood, let's just go with a simple one piece. Let's go roasted maple, right? Why not? Number of frets, 24, okay, cool. I'm cool with the ebony board. Let's go with the inlay shape. Let's go block inlays, make it very Les Paul custom-y. Cool. And then let's get a whammy of some kind on there. Kiesel hip shot tremolo. Cool. And I changed my mind here. Let's make the hardware color black. Boom. Pretty cool. Can I change the pick guard? Yes, I can. So we got tortoiseshell. Ooh, that's ugly. Black satin. That's actually kind of mean looking. I'll go black. So for $2,300, you can get a beautiful, badass looking guitar. I mean, that thing looks so sick, right? Like that looks mean. I don't mind that at all. And I went pretty big and bold with the specs. You know what I mean? I got a black burst edge, roasted maple neck, block inlays. You know, I didn't cheap out on anything. I got something that I truly think would be cool and something that I personally would want to play. So for $2,300, that's better than any custom shop out there, like literally. And it's made in the United States. Whether or not that matters to you, it's up for you to decide. But I think this is cool, man. And I'll say right here, this is not sponsored by Kiesel. Kiesel's not asking for this video. This is out of my true, genuine curiosity and love for the electric guitar. So there's nothing going on here. Like I'm not promoting or I'm not like being paid to make a commercial or anything like that. I just wanted to do this in real time with you guys. So I think it's cool, man. Now, is it my style? Yes, but no, right? The body shape's interesting. I don't really like how it kind of curves in at the bottom there. It kind of gives it that headless guitar look to it. But, you know, I love Strats and I love classic designs. I'm a dad rocker at heart. I grew up on classic rock in the mid 2000s. I grew up on classic rock. And, you know, that's just where I come from. I come from the land of classic rock. And then when I play, it doesn't sound anything like that. But I appreciate the aesthetic of classic rock guitars. So it has a little bit of that, but the pickguard and the body shape takes it into the futuristic category. I think it looks very Kiesel. I think it looks pretty sick. I mean, that aero pickguard, aerodynamics, I get it now. I finally figured it out. I'm really smart, guys. Can't you tell? It ain't bad, man. So congrats to Kiesel. Shout out to Kiesel. This is amazing. And I just think it's cool that a brand out there does something a little bit different where they offer custom shop. I should say they offer a custom shop for their customers and for anybody who wants to check them out. And for a lot of money, but not that much money when you're getting a guitar that you could spec out completely how you want it to be. So everybody, that's the video. Quick little video today. Just want to share the news with you guys. I love making guitars online on builders and stuff, and I'm a huge fan of guitar. I mean, it's my favorite thing on the planet, minus the people that are closest to me and the people I care about the most. So yeah, it's just a huge passion of mine, right? Obviously. So what do you guys think of the guitar? What do you guys think of the video? Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you guys think about this year's NAMM time, because it's right around the corner. I'm curious to see where you guys are at. Are you guys looking forward to it? Is it kind of like a dying thing, like the NAMM show or anything like that? Just really curious to see where you guys are at with all that. So anyway, everybody, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. With that being said, I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Love you guys so much. See you later.